As the continent waits for the start of its second most important competition, the one we fondly call CHAN, the African Nations Championship, built to kick off this evening in Algiers with the presence of leading football personalities from the globe and in the continent. There is a simmering uncertainty about the future of the event itself, and that has to do with how the participating teams will come in. The big issue is about the defending champions, Morocco, and Morocco is a name that really rings a loud bell when it comes to football these days. They made their mark at the last World Cup in Qatar, reaching the semi-final for the first time and taking Africa to another level entirely. And some are beginning to hope that the Nations Championship starting this weekend in Algiers may provide another opportunity for Morocco to at least show the world that her football is not just about the professional players outside of the country, but those inside. But that is not about the game that really is interesting. What is really drawing attention to this edition of CHAN is the fact of Morocco waiting for so long to be authorized to fly into Algerian territory and be part of an event which they are the reigning champions and they really need to defend their title. Think about it. Late last month, they sent notice that they wanted to fly straight to Algeria, which is their neighbor. And from Rabat to Constantine, where they are pitched to play alongside teams like Sudan, they just have a 45 minutes flight. But given the diplomatic issues surrounding the politics of Western Sahara between these two nations, there's been a diplomatic eyes in terms of flying from one country to another. And so Moroccans can't directly fly from Morocco to Algeria. They have to go around possibly France or other European countries to come into Algeria. And that's what they've been doing since 2021. And now this competition has come and the Moroccans are insisting that they cannot see their youths go through such tedious, almost some say it's almost 5 hours flight, passing through Europe to play football, which just flying straight to where their competition venue is. And that has been the issue. Will the Algerians, given the diplomatic feud, allow the Moroccans to fly into Algeria directly? CAF, and of course its leadership, has been trying to find a football solution. While the Algerians have told CAF that Moroccans are welcome if they come in, that they will be treated as brothers and they will be given all the desired facilities and of course privileges that come with participating, and even that comes with the champions. They are really not sure whether they can get to lift the flying embargo, so to speak, of letting the Moroccans come direct. And so we've seen what looks like a shuttle. Only this morning, because we have the FIFA World Cup draw in Rabat, the FIFA president who came in on Saturday and was part of the opening of a new stadium in Algiers and should be part of the opening ceremony of CHAN, had in the company of Mosepe flew into Rabat. And the big question will be, how did they come in? Did they have to go around the long trip or did they have to cut it short from Algiers to Rabat? It's simple to answer that because they will still go back today and be part of the opening ceremony today. And so you imagine that they may have taken the short route and they may have been given the permission to do so. But why do we have to wait for still this point to see the Moroccans take a decision on whether they can come with a short flight to Constantine or whether they have to go around? And why would the Algerians also not want to really open the doors because of sports, or specifically for this sporting event, so that the Moroccans can have access? It's an issue which goes beyond just football. but many people believe football can provide the solution. We are hoping that a solution can emerge, but it's really a tight one, given the relationship these two countries in the last decade, especially with the issue at stake, which is one, supporting the people of the Sahara, one supporting those who are looking for independence, and other claiming that is part of their territory. I don't want to get into the political side, and that's why I'm being very careful. But let's see whether sports can provide the opportunity for us to see a truce in which the young Moroccans who have been at the airport waiting with their bus to come to Constantine can do so by flying straight, or do they have to take the older decision of going around the world, so to speak, to be part of a competition they've won twice? One thing is sure, by the time they are expected to play their game on Sunday, if nothing crops up, the Moroccans will stay at home, and this will not be good for the game. It will not even be good for the championship. A championship without the champion, that will be like an empty game without the ambience necessary. But CAF and Mosepe, the president, have been talking, appealing to brothers, and they are praying, hoping, even evoking elements or pages in the Bible and the Quran to call for peace. And it's such a really delicate issue. And we hope that football and sports will help us find an answer. For now, it's still time to wait. But if you wait in vain, you just need to focus on the football itself, and that will be without the champions. Mitchell Obi trying to find a point in an issue that is raging.